Hello, welcome back to Earth Rose Tarot. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Today is going to be an all signs reading. It's for every single zodiac sign out there. It's going to be a straight to the point reading for every single one of you, and there will be timestamps pinned. There's a top comment in the comment section, so you can jump to all the zodiac signs that you want to. This is going to be a reading for each sign on what is coming towards you next in love. I'm recording this on Lionsgate on the 8th of August. This is, however, a timeless message. It's for whenever you come across it. I just wanted to do a recording on this day because the energy is popping. This is a general love reading, that being said, so it won't resonate fully with every single person who comes across it. I really hope that you enjoy it and that you find it useful in some way and that it does resonate for this, whoever it's supposed to resonate with. Whenever I'm saying this is how you feel about someone, this is how they feel about you, I'll be describing a certain situation from one person's perspective. If you feel like the roles are reversed and it's actually resonating for you the other way around, just flip them, that's absolutely fine. I would recommend watching obviously your sun sign, but also your moon, rising and Venus signs, and you might want to view those for the person that you're here for as well, if you know them. Obviously, you can watch it however you want, watch the whole thing if you want, or watch just your sun sign, however you like to watch it. It's here for you. So, let's get into it. I'm going to start by getting a base card from the first deck, which I've been shuffling. One card for each sign to get the overall energy, and then I'll go into a mini straight to the point reading for every single sign on what is coming towards you next in love. So, can I get the top 12 cards, please? For all of my lovely zodiac signs today. Huge thank you for all the support to the channel and how much you guys love these all signs readings. Really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, then huge welcome. Thank you so much for trying me out. And if you're a returning subscriber, then I'm so happy to have you back here again. Okay, the top 12 cards, please, for all my lovely zodiacs. What is coming towards them next in love? With the Lionsgate portal energy we have today. Alright, let's do this. I will say them as I go, lay them out, but then obviously I'm going to go through each sign as well, so I'll tell you them then as well. So if anyone's not watching this part, you won't hear this message, but you'll know what card it is later anyway, but let's go into it. Aries, you have the Five of Pentacles. Taurus, you have the Six of Cups. Let me just move that. Gemini, you have the Nine of Cups. Cancer, you have the Three of Wands. Leo, you have the Nine of Wands. Okay. Virgo, you have the Page of Swords. Libra has the Seven of Swords. Scorpio, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Sagittarius is Justice. I was wondering if we were going to get any major arcana. Sagittarius, you get the Justice card, which is Libra's major arcana. Capricorn, you've got the Two of Wands. Aquarius is the Three of Pentacles. And Pisces is the Seven of Wands. Okay, the majority for today of the base energy is minor arcana. And I'm just going to check the bottom of the deck for the card that is base energy for everyone as well, which is the Page of Pentacles. There we go. And this deck represented by this octopus. So let's have a look. Page of Pentacles. Alright. Okay. Page of Pentacles talks about communication. It's a little message. It's but it's something that someone's doing whilst they've got a lot of other stuff going on at the same time. So it's small, it is significant, but it's giving me that someone's trying to balance everything else in their life at the same time whilst also sending this. Now, the Page of Pentacles can also represent an offer, a gift, more than often it's a communication. It can be friendly as well. It's reaching out. There could be someone who has some regrets for some of you, and they're still ruminating on some mistakes that have been made. Maybe they're feeling quite emotional at this time, but they feel like there's still, yeah, well, this isn't going to be for all of you. It's just the overall energy. But I see a sense of trying to find, unearth some potential for the future when things seem a little bit lost. Okay, let's get into each individual reading. So, hi my lovely Aries, you're first off, and today your base energy is the Five of Pentacles. So this Five of Pentacles card is quite unique because it talks about there being some blockage potentially, something standing in the way from the progress that you had in mind coming to fruition. It's like you planted seeds for the future in the past, but there's something that it can be something coming up that you weren't expecting as a bit of an obstacle, or it could be that you're needing to overcome some sort of fear of success, of progression. Now obviously this is what's coming towards you next in love, so it could be that, for example, if I was going to say in a relationship setting, this might be the case of, you laid the groundwork with someone, you saw the potential for a future with someone. Now it's actually, it's time to look up, to nourish those seeds, to take it something to the next level, to get to a place of success and prosperity with someone. And you're now imagining or foreseeing there being obstacles that will stop the two of you from actually progressing and reaching. The sixes in tarot talk about success and achievement, and it's a very positive energy, but the fives talk about challenges. So, but I'm getting like there might be a bit of a challenge here on the reaching something with someone, but I wonder if it's a case of when it gets to the crux of the moment, you're thinking about all the things that might stand in your way rather than finding the solutions to the things that might stand in your way, if that makes sense. But obviously everything I'm saying can be flipped, so let's get into it. For Aries, please, what's coming towards them next in love? Why the Five of Pentacles? So we have talking came out in reverse. Key on a ring, many options, unconventional, one night stand, and string along. Okay. Let me swap. So this feels like something in the early stages. I was getting that already when I was picking up on the energy of that Five of Pentacles card. It felt more like that you planted the seeds at the very early stages, even like the godforsaken talking stage with someone new, whether it's on like a dating app or something. But I don't know if has talking seemed to have stopped. This is maybe a feeling of having been vulnerable in a situation and now only to find that it was more of was this with someone who was only interested in a one-night stand? Let's see what's going on here. Tell me more for Aries, please. What's going on for them? What's coming towards them next in love? Sorry, there was a card mixed in. Different deck. For Aries. So we have the divine masculine, yang masculine energy. That is often associated with Aries because that is, the Emperor is your major arcana, Aries, and that is the divine masculine as well. But let's see. Okay, we have sorrow in reverse, loss, grief, and depression. It's in reverse. Longing is in reverse. craving, aching, and wanting in reverse. So why is this Five of Pentacles here? Just give me one more. Oh, depth in reverse. Important. Okay. What I'm kind of getting is that there could have been someone who you dealt with, Aries, who they cut you off after treating you like an option, or it turned out that they only wanted a one-night stand with you. But and it doesn't feel like you two are talking anymore, or communication has come to a stop, or yeah. But at the same time, there is a lack of, like, you're not pining for this person. You might feel like there's no depth to the connection with them. You might feel like this was something that was shallow, or it didn't mean as much as you thought it was going to mean. I don't see you being really cut up about this, to be honest. And also, you know, you're not sat at home crying for them or anything like that. It's interesting. Okay, so tell me more. What's coming towards Aries next in love, please? Why is this here? Five of Pentacles. This is the first tarot deck that I've grabbed for you. It's the first card that's come out, and it's the same card as your base energy. Five of Pentacles twice. Now, at the bottom of the deck when that came out was the Four of Cups. And that's kind of what I was getting with what I was just saying, that you're not longing for this person. You kind of think that there's no real depth in the connection at this point. You're not sad over them. Four of Cups is just disinterested and over it, like bored by the idea of it. So what's going on here? Why is this message here? I mean, this could be talking about that that's someone that you've dealt with. And if that's the case, you're going to kind of be over it in the near future. That's what's coming towards you next in love. If someone is treating you like that, you may be like, well, they just weren't my person. But why is this? Let's just check. Why is this here for Aries? Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. This Four of Swords card upright would speak to the two of you not talking and having, like, communication has gone absolutely silent, and the two of you have gone to your separate corners and neither of you are communicating with each other. But this is in reverse. It could be about someone that you're no longer fussed about, that you're no longer waiting for them to message you back, that you have discounted them at this point as someone who it just wants to keep things non-traditional, non-committal. In which case it could be that what I was getting at the start about, like, the struggle to actually, for the seeds that were planted with the two of you to begin with, they can't really reach those to, like, nurture them anymore because you're standing guard, or that, you know, let's see. Why is the Four of Swords in reverse? King of Swords in reverse. So King of Swords is air energy. It's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But King of Swords in reverse to me it can be someone who's really angry and very harsh with their words, but it can also be someone who's deceptive or kind of irrational. King of Swords upright is someone who's logical and intelligent. Why is the King of Swords in reverse? God. Why are you getting all the reversals, Aries? You got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, with the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. and Strength card, which is Leo's energy. Why is this person getting in touch with Aries? So what I'm getting, Aries, with this situation, if this is resonating for you, that you've experienced this with someone recently, I would say, it feels like they have a plan that they want to try and potentially reconnect with you, to try and essentially the seeds that they had planted when they were dealing with you, and then they maybe just treated you as an option, to kind of to be able to go back to them and try and nurture them now with the goal of them going towards the future. But how's Aries feeling about this? Yeah, 7 of Wands, yeah. Get the F away from me. Aries, you make me laugh. I feel, as far as you're concerned, this is someone, I'm afraid, Aries, who, as far as you're concerned, you have already transitioned away from them. Like, this is done for you. You're not interested. I don't feel like you had a major ending as such. I'm not getting that. This is someone who just wasn't interested in being serious, and they may have cut off communication with you after potentially, you know, you guys had a one-night stand, or, you know, at least it had the start of something. The Hermit in reverse and the Tower came out, which is Virgo energy with the Hermit. And the 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That is, Hermit in reverse also speaks to someone who isn't really, it's actually, you have the Oracle card Depth in reverse. I would say that is also that Hermit card. Unfortunately, what can I say, Aries, you've got someone coming towards you who you've already, like, discounted as someone who has no spiritual depth to them, potentially hasn't done any inner work, hasn't looked into themselves as to why they do what they do, how they behave. You're not crying over them at all. In fact, you're completely disinterested. I feel this 5 of Pentacles, it's not even giving me that you're in any kind of struggle. It's more that, you see on this 5 of Pentacles card, what I was kind of reading at first as potentially maybe you were the caterpillar that wanted to get to their pods and there was an obstacle in the way. I'm actually, because I said how are you feeling about this person, and you came out immediately as the 7 of Wands. It's the obstacle energy, and you are that owl. Like, you're not getting another chance to nourish what was started. Essentially, that's what is coming towards you next in love, Aries, that you're standing your ground with someone who is not worth your time by the looks of it, and it's still not giving me that they're coming towards you with honesty, with that King of Swords in reverse and 10 of Pentacles in reverse. They're still not serious. They might not be stable, and yeah, so that's what I've got for you this time, Aries. I hope it was useful for someone, and if it resonated or you enjoyed it, please do hit the like button for me, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe and leave me a comment if you'd like to. I'd love to hear from you, and thank you so much for being here. Okay, moving on. I'm going to try not to make this video like 3 hours long this time, because that, yeah, exhausting, but as much as I love doing these. So anyway, moving swiftly on, this is a straight to the point reading. So Taurus, hi my lovely Taurus, how are you doing? Today you have the 6 of Cups. It's a beautiful card. Obviously it's got the elephants represented here, which are such beautiful animals. Obviously, you know, there's an element with the 6 of Cups. It is can be about memories, the past, nostalgia, sentimentality. Elephants, obviously, you know, an elephant never forgets. So there is definitely a sense of memories. 6 of Cups can talk about someone from your past returning, whether it's 3 weeks ago, 3 years ago. I know you said 30 years ago. But these elephants look very happy. There is a sense of contentment and celebration about reuniting. This could be someone who you were friends with, and there was something more, but the two of you didn't explore that. It's kind of what I'm getting as well. Because actually seeing how in between the two of the elephants here is a solitary Ace of Cups with the lotus flower on the top. There's this element of renewal here, of a connection. Let's see. This is the wrong deck. What is coming towards Taurus next in love, please? Okay. We have the Mask card, which is hiding true feelings, pretending, and at the bottom of the deck is love. Okay, let's just carry on. Give me one more for Taurus, please. What's coming towards them next in love? Healing Heart came out in reverse. So this would be healing heartbreak, toxicity, like a toxic relationship, but like healing from it. Okay. But that coming out in reverse, it could be the sense that someone potentially is either coming towards you who you knew, they're coming back towards you from the past, saying that they've got over something, and they haven't. Let's carry on. Did you see that? The card literally just threw itself at me. Okay, we have intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding. It's coming towards Taurus in love, please. Second chance, reconciliation, making amends, opportunity. I mean, there's a big old deck of oracle cards there, and that's the card that comes out with the Six of Cups. Okay, give me one more. What's this healing heart in reverse with the Mask card? Why is that here? Chemistry in reverse, attraction, spark, and passion. And at the bottom of the deck is the only other card in this oracle deck which talks about someone coming back around, return, second chance, opportunity, making amends. You have making amends twice, Taurus. Now, the fact that chemistry came out in reverse, I don't think this is that the two of you don't have chemistry, because I asked why is the Mask oracle card here. I was getting straight off the bat, I got that this could have been someone that, you know, you kept it as a friends only, or, you know, that we're not giving it a title, we're not saying that there's something between us. And the fact that I feel like there's actually strong chemistry between the two of you, but someone has, it could even be with that healing heart in reverse, someone who you've been apart from could have hidden how much it hurt to actually be apart from you, and it's actually healing them by coming back towards you, or that, yeah. Let's get some tarot on this. My Taurus, please. Tell me about this. What's coming towards them next in love? Tell me about this Six of Cups. Okay, we have the King of Swords. He's upright. He's air energy. It's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. At the bottom of the deck, you also have the Justice card, which is Libra's major arcana. So strong Libra with that combination. But, yeah. Wow, okay. Underneath the Justice card is the Ace of Pentacles. And then you have the Five of Swords. And then underneath that is the Ace of Wands. I was going to say with the Justice card, this is someone, again, we've got making amends twice on the oracle cards. Justice it can talk about making amends, making things right. Things were left unfair or unbalanced or unjust in some interaction that happened between the two of you, and this person wants to make amends, seriously. Now with the King of Swords that came out, this is someone who they're intelligent, they are thoughtful, but in like a more like pragmatic, or like this, they show their thoughtfulness more in like they might make plans, or like detailed plans, or think about or have a conversation with you about something you're really interested in. They might be like what's that, sapiosexual kind of person who's very attracted to someone's intelligence or the way someone articulates themselves. But I'm just getting that this could be someone who's doing something thoughtful for you. And I don't think I've used that word for a King of Swords very often, because they can come across a little bit cold and logical. But I just get the sense of someone doing something thoughtful about either something that you mentioned to them in the past that you were very passionate about, or something that the two of you had conversations about. But I was chuckling about these cards underneath here because it's an opportunity to lay like the first slab of a new foundation, of a new start between the two of you. But there is, the Five of Swords here is a little bit of hidden intentions of what is not being said about the chemistry. The Ace of Wands is passion. It's the chemistry. It's the, wanting to rip each other's clothes off. That is kind of being hidden. But they are, the fact that Intimacy Oracle card is here as well. But it's like the two of you confiding in each other, your thoughts, maybe your desires for life, your ideas about things. But it's like you, it's like your foreplay is having a really long conversation together about things, rather than anything physical. But because that is the way it is, I don't know if the two of you have previously identified the chemistry, acknowledged the chemistry that the two of you have. So, anything else you can tell me about what's coming towards Taurus? How's Taurus going to be feeling about this person getting in touch? The Ace of Wands, I'm not joking, tried to jump out of the deck and then stopped about there, and it was like that. It was that much out, so I was like, let me just see what this is, and it was the Ace of Wands. Maybe a little bit tentative about getting what you want here, Taurus. How's Taurus going to be feeling about this person coming back and making amends with them, or making effort with them in a hope of having a new start? How is Taurus going to be feeling? Five of Pentacles in reverse. You're coming out of the cold with this person, and at the bottom of the deck is the Chariot, which is Cancer's major arcana. There's progress. I feel like you're going to be feeling really good about this. It's also, I don't think you liked the fact that the two of you weren't as close as you had been. Who is this person to Taurus? The Hermit card, which is Virgo energy. But the Hermit card, when I said, who is this person? I stopped shuffling, and it's the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck as well, by the way. In the traditional deck, the Rider-Waite Tarot, which is this one, which funnily enough has the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. I didn't know that was there. The Eight of Cups character on the Eight of Cups card is actually walking off into the mountains to become the person on the Hermit card. So who is this person to you, Taurus? It could well be someone who has been away, whether they've been traveling or whether they were just taking a break from their normal routine, or maybe, they were taking a sabbatical from their work, or going traveling, or something. It could have even been they were away with work, but this is giving me someone who's kind of been distant from you because they've been on a journey, maybe a solo journey, and it might be that they were still around, but they were just very much focused inward. Now, who are they to you? I chuckled because I was talking about how the two of you, I get this sense that you have this really strong intellectual connection, or, you like swapping your ideas, your thoughts, you know, what's the word? Like philosophies, so like swapping philosophies with each other. The hermit, as like, who is this person? The hermit can be a guide, a guru, or at least someone that we have a lot of respect for their perspective or their way. They light the way ahead for us when we don't know what to do. This could be someone who you used to turn to for advice on what direction to take. Okay, so what's going to be happening between Taurus and this person? Just give me a couple more. We got the Six of Swords. I'm just chuckling because I was looking over at the bottom of the first oracle deck I used is the ship, and I was reading it as I was shuffling, and it says basically, it says moving forward, receiving what you need, progression. And first we had the Chariot card, and I think I said, you know, you're going to feel like there's progress in this. But look, like, they're almost, this card, the Oracle deck, always gives me a Six of Swords vibe, and then that's the card that came out. I feel like this person, you and them reconnecting, for some reason is also giving you the answer that you've been needing about which direction to go in some area of life. Give me one more, Taurus. That's like 10, that's too many. Give me one more. Thank you. Basically, the Five of Cups came out sideways and the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I feel like there was some lingering sadness that you felt around this person, or either around the connection between the two of you, that you're moving past. It's almost like this person getting back in touch and them making the effort that they're making. It could have even been you who has even concealed or even not known yourself how much the fact that the two of you were at odds, or, you know, not on the best of terms, how much that's actually hurt. And I feel like it's progress. Coming back out of the cold with each other. There's the two of you, I still feel like you're hiding your attraction for each other, to be honest. The Chariot's now come out, and at the bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. Why is the Chariot here? This person could be coming, you know, saying that they'll come visit you, as in travel to see you, Taurus. Why the Chariot? Yeah, Six of Wands. Wow. Okay. I mean, the Six of Wands, the Chariot is like the major arcana card that talks about victory, and the Six of Wands is the minor arcana card that talks about victory. So it is, and the Strength card is at the bottom of the deck, which is Leo's major arcana. Essentially, I just get the sense that this was a difficult period with being distant from each other, and you've got through it. The Strength card talks about, you know, weathering a battle, weathering, you know, whether it's an internal battle, it's getting through a struggle, and then you have the victory on the other side, and now there's forward movement. So that's what I've got for you this time, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was useful for someone, and thank you so much for watching. Please do hit the like button for me, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I would love to have you. And if you want to leave me a comment, if it resonated or if you enjoyed it, please do. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, so on to my lovely Geminis. How are you doing, my wonderful Gemini crew? So today, Gemini, you have the Nine of Cups. Very nice. This is what's coming towards you next in love. This Nine of Cups card, it's a peacock. So this is, now it could be that you could have a peacock of a character coming towards you. Or it could well be that you're just feeling fine, like fine. You're feeling yourself in the near future. It could be that your love life is making you feel really good. And it doesn't have to be that 10 people are trying to chase you down the street, Gemini. It could just be that there's one person who's making you feel on top of the world, and it's just reflecting in how you're walking, talking, carrying yourself. This is just a very, I mean, there are 2 cups actually at the top, which I've just noticed. So there's actually like 7 cups here across the peacock's feathers, and then there's 2 cups right at the top. And obviously 2 of Cups card talks about a soulmate connection or a very strong bond between 2 people. So let's just get into it, because that looks lovely, but I've said that before and then it's gone to shit. So let's just see. But hopefully not. For Taurus, I'm sorry, I just did Taurus. For Gemini, what's coming towards them next in love? Why is the 9 of Cups card here? What for Gemini? What's coming towards Gemini next in love? Okay. Okay. We have the Golden Mirror card that came out sideways. And this card says narcissist. Love bombing, self-absorbed and one-sided. But it's come out sideways. So. Okay. Give me one more. Hold on. For Gemini, it's coming towards them next in love. Okay, you have Blowing Kiss. The only reason I shuffled again just then was because the second card came out sideways, and now this card has come out sideways, so I'm just going to have to live with it. Blowing Kiss, unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection returned. Now, the Golden Mirror card I was just reading out says one-sided and it's sideways, and now this one says love, affection returned, so like reciprocal love, and this is sideways as well. Now, at the bottom of the deck is Cupid's arrow, which is have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, and struck by love. Okay. It could be... Okay. And the other thing is, obviously, I was saying, do you have like a peacock kind of person coming towards you, you know, who is feeling themselves, is loving people's attention, is showing off. Obviously, we know that male peacocks have those incredible feathers to attract a mate. Now, this could be someone who does a lot at the start. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are love bombing or a narcissist, but they could be really putting in a lot of effort. But the fact that now with these being sideways, it could well be that you just don't know, or you're not going to know whether this person is all just about them, or they really mean it, and they're actually as equally interested in you as they are interested in you being interested about them. Does that make sense? It's like you know that you meet some people and they just want you to be obsessed with them, so they make a lot of effort, but you yourself could be 10 other people, and it doesn't really matter as long as they feel like they've got someone who thinks they're the bee's knees. Hope that makes sense. Let's get into it. For Gemini, it's coming towards them next in love. Emotional storm, turmoil, unstable. Okay, so this is the kind of... Okay. Abandoned, left out, and clinging, holding on, obsessing and spying. Give me one more. Because this is telling me this is someone who... Like, whether this would be someone who feels like they have been like love bombed, and then someone's just done a runner on them, and they are all feeling emotionally all over the place and still holding on to what they thought that person was giving them. Which, give me one more. Okay, we've got escaping in reverse. Avoiding, blocking, pushing away. It came out on top of clinging. So this is like someone who cannot get away from this that they're still holding on to. And the bottom of the deck is running. Ghosting. Okay. Let's get this deck. Tell me more for Gemini, please. Now, bear in mind the roles can be reversed, so obviously it could be the other way around. What is coming towards Gemini next in love? The Emperor, which is Aries Major Arcana. The Hierophant, which is Taurus' Major Arcana. What is it with the top row? You always love to stick together when I do these. You guys, especially you three, like Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, always seem to bounce off each other. Anyway, maybe that's just me. Got the Queen of Swords, which can be you. It's air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It can be you, Gemini. Okay, what's going on here? Where, is someone coming towards Gemini? Seven of Wands with the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is someone who feels like they have been wronged, and it's like, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me kind of energy. And just, it's a strong energy of boundaries. Combined with that Seven of Wands, that's like, you will go and you shall not pass, effectively. So why is the Emperor here? The Devil in reverse. And the Moon is at the bottom of the deck. It feels like this could be about someone, Gemini, who you feel like they were just looking for your attention. They were looking to, like, you know, do their little mating call dance, really impress you, lure you in, for you to be, you know, obsessed with them, and only for them to then abandon you and run away. And you just feel like they were potentially showing narcissistic attributes, or love bombing, just because they love the idea of someone falling in love with them. They love the attention. They left you in this like emotional turmoil. But there is like this, if that is the case, obviously flip it the other way around, there is still an element of like holding on to the idea of what they sold you right at the start, and not being able to kind of turn away from it. It might just feel like the constant being like, but that felt so real kind of thing, and not being able to like let that go, and maybe even questioning, is it possible that isn't what happened? Maybe that it was reciprocal. Maybe they did mean it. Now with who is this Emperor? Okay, now the Moon has come out with the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This kind of gives me that this could be someone who behaved like this. Now the Emperor is very much, it's my way or the highway with the Emperor. This could be someone who, there were things that they didn't tell you about that they kept hidden. They felt they couldn't speak on. It seems like someone very traditional, very about their like, whatever they've made promises to, committed to, they take very seriously. I feel like you think they are manipulative, and you can't maybe get what you could be clinging to is not so much, you know, the idea of, you know, still having something with them, but just clinging to the fact that how they love bombed you and then disappeared. And it just feel like now if they are coming back towards you, being unable to trust that this is actually reciprocal. We've got the Five of Cups. It kind of came out sideways, and at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands underneath that. And it's just very... Okay, so essentially... Now, with the Nine of Cups, it could be that you're getting yourself back on your feet. You're getting yourself back on your feet in terms of feeling good about yourself again. But I strongly get it's more about the fact that you feel like this person is this kind of... They're all fur coat, no knickers when it comes to connections. Like they maybe say the things that you want to hear. They do all the right things. They show off to get you attached to them. But you're going to be very much in two minds about whether to give them another chance. Why is the Devil in reverse for Gemini? Two of Swords came out on top of the Devil with the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It could well be that there was something that they were, that there was a restriction in their world that meant that they weren't in a place to offer a new beginning in the past. But the fact that now the Devil is in reverse, that is no longer the case, and because now they're actually able to come back and try and offer you that Ace of Pentacles, because underneath the Ace of Pentacles we have the Page of Pentacles. Bear in mind that's the overall energy for everyone today. It's like that starting message that they hope they're able to actually offer you something. This could be an invite as well, Gemini, somewhere or to something. With the Three of Wands underneath that as well, this is someone with plans. This is like making a plan for the future. So whether they're inviting you to something or... but then underneath that is the Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. It's also giving me the fact that they started something, making plans with you, offering and suggesting that future with you, hiding the fact that they weren't in a place to do that at the time, and so they ended up abandoning you, leaving you out in the cold. So basically you've got that person. If that's resonating, I don't think it's going to be a million years ago, so I feel like you'll know if you've experienced that. You have that person coming back towards you, and I think that's why essentially it's like you have a peacock coming back towards you as far as you're concerned, and it's just completely in two minds as to whether they mean it, or it's just that they want you to reattach and believe in the fantasy again with them. So it's going to be different for each of you about which direction that goes in. But that's what I've got for you this time, Gemini. I hope it was useful for someone out there. And I hope you enjoyed it. Please do hit the like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. And if it did resonate or you enjoyed it, at least leave me a comment and let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I'm just going to take a sip. Okay. So moving on to Cancer. Hi, my lovely Cancers. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Cancer, today you have the Three of Wands as your base energy. Now, this Three of Wands card, Three of Wands can traditionally talk about waiting or looking towards the future, but I see you kind of making concerted efforts, like you're planning, and you're not just planning, you're putting your plans into action. It could be the start of, this is kind of more of a Three of Pentacles energy I'm getting off of this for some reason, but it's kind of like you haven't just got a plan, you're actually also acting it out. So where's the deck? Oh, it's there. Right in front of me. Okay, oh, that's not even the right one. Let's start with this. The Cancer, please. What's coming towards them next in love? Why is the Three of Wands here? For Cancer. We've got soulmates, soul connection, partnership, soul contract, and life partner. Okay, hold on. That's Yeah. All right. Cancer, please give me one more. It's coming towards the next in love. There we go. Okay, you have backstabbing in reverse, heartbreak and pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, shocking attack in reverse. And at the bottom of the deck, you have abundance, positive mindset, manifest, gratitude and bliss and blessings. Now, the fact that backstabbing is in reverse, and soulmates is here. The first thing that is coming to me is I just feel like, I don't know if there was someone who tried to meddle in a connection between you and someone else, Cancer. If they did, it has not paid off, it's not working, and in fact, it's almost like the two of you are getting even stronger in the near future. I was going to say with that Three of Wands, it's almost like making plans to build a nest, you know, metaphorically. So like, it could be getting a house together, or, you know, getting a home together for you and someone else. Or it obviously could be preparing to expand your family, but that's not going to be for all of you. Okay. Yeah, we have cloudy judgment, which is illusions, unbalanced and distorted. Tell me about that. Second chance, reconciliation, making amends, opportunity. Yeah, tell me about cloudy judgment. Yeah, damn it. I was going to say, because what I'm getting is that there was cloudy judgment about this person or this union, probably with the influence of other people, but what's coming through now is clarity. And the clarity card comes out, which is truth, intentions, honesty. And then at the bottom of the deck is nourish. Very nice. Effectively, I think this is talking Cancer for you for the near future in your love, a reconciliation, or even if you've not necessarily been apart from this person, but the two of you could be, you know, technically still together, but have been in a bad place, and it could have been due to the illusions or lies that, or kind of distortion to the connection about the two of you that has been coming from external factors. And I feel like it's basically it's clarity cutting through the cloudy judgment, and as a result, it's the two of you reconciling, getting even closer. That's what I was getting straight away. This was the deck that I was looking for before. So tell me more for Cancer, please. What's going on for them here? What's coming towards them next in love? Okay, so we have Nine of Wands, which is kind of like hesitant, and it might be a little bit rocky at first, getting back on the same page with this person. What kind of getting is like a perceived sense of having been wronged by the other person, and even if you haven't been, but you know, when, especially when you're surrounded either by people, or it's just, you know, it's the things you're telling yourself every day, that this is what someone is doing to me, or this is what someone, you know, is doing when I'm not around. It hurts, or someone is saying that to you. Oh, by the way, you know that this is what they're probably doing. You know, our thoughts end up becoming what we believe to be true. So it's like the perception of being hurt, whether they hurt you or not, in reality, if that makes sense. Tell me more for Cancer, please. We have the Knight of Swords. So there is communication, and it could be like it's that honest, you know, it's the clarity, it's the honest communication that's kind of cutting through here. It could be, I feel like it's someone kind of setting the record straight also. Tell me about this for Cancer. Why is the Knight of Swords here? The Empress. Oh, wow. What's the Empress? Why the Empress? Okay. It's not the Six of Cups, so I don't have to put a fertility warning on this one for you, Cancer. No. Knight of Swords and the Empress comes out. I was like, why the Empress? We've got the Three of Pentacles. As I said, I was getting off of that Three of Wands. And this is the 1, 2, 3. I've got 6 tarot cards out of, 78 tarot cards in a deck. So, yeah, Three of Pentacles. Anyway, Three of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and the Lovers. The Lovers. Very nice. With this combination, this is might be how you're receiving the message or receiving this person at your door, kind of guarded. I don't want you to hurt me anymore. You know, potentially you may have already wronged me. I'm kind of getting that feeling from other people, or from, you know, something's been put in my head that you have been wronging me. Like, what are you doing here? What do you want? You know, protecting yourself from this direct communication that's coming through to give you the clarity, to give you the honest conversation. What are they actually here to say? That they would never do anything like these people might have been suggesting that they would do to you, Cancer. They think you are the be-all and end-all with the Empress energy. They think you're incredible. Why would they do anything horrible to you? And in fact, you know what the truth of the matter is? They just want to build with you. They want to give to you equally, and they want to be with you. With the Lovers card, I mean, there could be an apology for like a misunderstanding, or maybe they should have been better, like more direct with their communication in the past, and maybe there has been the opportunity, or they've created opportunities for misunderstandings to happen. So there might be an element of apology there, or apology for not telling you how they felt about you, you know, the depth of their feeling for you before. Eight of Swords, why is that here? Oh God. The Eight of Swords with the Emperor. I mean, bearing in mind, the Empress is already here. So, and there's not that many cards out. We've got the Emperor and the Empress. We've got the Lovers card, and we've got a Soulmate Oracle card. Okay. So why is the Eight of Swords with the Emperor? Was that... the Eight of Swords is essentially, it's what we tell ourselves. It's the things that we tell ourselves as why something won't work, or why we're not good enough for something to not work, or why they're not good enough, etc. It's, you know, it's making monsters out of shadow puppets on the wall, effectively. So what was this with the Eight of Swords with the Emperor? This could have been talk that this person wasn't reliable, that they didn't work hard, that they were lazy, that they wouldn't be, you know, they wouldn't provide equally to a long-lasting relationship. They weren't ready to step up. They wouldn't be a father. You know, all this kind of stuff. What was this about? I feel this is strongly about the idea that this person wasn't ready for the responsibility of a serious relationship with you. Now, whether you thought that from their behaviour, or other people were also adding that little salt into the mix here. Because we have the Ten of Wands that came out. It came out with the King of Swords, sorry. So now this King of Swords is a very honest and upright member of society kind of thing. The sword is pointing down, though. He can come across as someone who's a bit standoffish and very stoic, very quiet, and again, not very good at expressing themselves. But as a combination here, this is someone who like carries the weight of the world around with them. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. You've got basically 3 tens there. Tens talk about like completion of chapters, of whether painful or positive, or it's okay. So anything else? It looks really positive, basically. I got a bit serious there, Cancer, sorry, but effectively what this is giving me is, I was going to say was that it could have felt like this person wasn't ready because they were quiet, or they weren't expressive about how they really felt or what they really wanted. It feels like they had a lot going on as well, which could have been misinterpreted as something else, as to kind of like they were distracted. That's because they're not serious, if you know what I mean. But they're giving me a very serious energy with the King of Swords and the Emperor. Yeah. The 5 of Cups came out, and when it came out, the deck split and showed the 3 of Cups. Tell me about that. Why the 5 of Cups? See, the thing is, the Knight of Wands came out. This could be that this person may have some history of, maybe they were a little bit of a player at some point in their history, or they weren't serious about someone else in their dating history. With that 3 of Cups card there, I was actually getting more that you might even feel regret for believing, or, you know, going in a particular direction off of the advice of friends or whatever, or a social group, and believing that this person was nothing more than a Knight of Wands character. But whether, you know, whatever happened here actually was really positive, because whatever attempts to kind of maybe disparage this person's character, or to put you off them in one way or another, or to keep the two of you apart, it hasn't worked, because direct conversation is going to win the day, unsurprisingly, and you two are actually going to start looking forward to a future together again, basically, with that 3 of Wands base energy. So that's what I've got for you this time, Cancer. I hope you found it useful, I hope it resonated, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please do hit the like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if it did resonate or you enjoyed it, leave me a comment, let me know, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. So moving on to my wonderful Leos. Hi Leo, how are you doing? So today your base energy is the 9 of Wands. As you can see from the artwork on this card, the 9 of Wands card is represented by this very sweet porcupine little dude who has all his spiny defense. There is a fox represented at the top, which obviously can be a predator. So, you know, the idea is that he's got those spines for a reason, to protect himself. This is what's coming towards you next in love. This could be talking about someone here has got their defenses on an all-time high. Now the question is whether that is fair enough and a good idea, or an overreaction, and maybe even blocking, you know, someone could be their own worst enemy with that level of defensiveness. So let's see. Coming towards my lovely Leos next in love, please. Why is the 9 of Wands here? Oh, and it's Leo season. So if to my lovely Leo sons, very happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful day. And it is kind of your day as well. It's like you get an extra day on the 8th of August, being Lionsgate portals. So happy Leo day. What's coming towards Leo next in love, please? The 9 of Wands. Okay. Old school came out sideways. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. I think that's where the defensiveness is coming in. This is, and then love came out, which is unconditional love, self-love, wholeness, affection, attraction, selflessness. At the bottom of the deck is the runner. Sorry, you can't really see with the contrast, but fear of intimacy, running away, turmoil, fleeting. This is strongly giving me, now I'm going to say this is you, Leo. If the roles are reversed, please just reverse them. That's absolutely fine. But what this is giving me is someone, you, sorry, I just said I was going to say this was you. You've got a video on loop in your head of how this is going to play out and from previous experiences. So if there is new love opportunities coming towards you, and they could be really good with this love oracle card, that is a beautiful connection, the potential of one. In this case, it's saying that you could be potentially pushing that person away, putting a big old wall up and running away from that because of experiences you've had previously. And well, it's conditioning. It's Pavlov's poor little dog, and you just think that if I let someone else in, I'm going to get hurt again because that's what happened last time. Or not just maybe once, maybe repeatedly. So, yeah. Sorry, it didn't come out properly. But the cards were clinging and releasing from this deck. I feel like it's clinging on to things that you've already been through that no longer serve you, because they're also now blocking future new opportunities, and there is a need to release them and let them go. Okay, let's get into it. Tell me, for Leo, please, what's coming towards them next in love? So the Divine Feminine card came out, and with the Nourish card, which is self-growth, self-focus, soul-finding, and the Divine Feminine, that's like the Empress energy in tarot, basically. Now, the other cards that came out, we have Shallow and Lusting, both sideways. So what I'm getting is that what's coming towards you next in love, I haven't seen like a person coming towards you. It's just the idea. It's basically saying that this is affecting any opportunities. Might even be blocking energetically opportunities coming towards you at this time, because what it's giving me is that you are very much, it could be that you're very much focused on looking after yourself right now with the Nourish and the Divine Feminine energy, of just caring and looking after your own needs and giving to yourself, which is absolutely fair enough. But I am also getting that there's this strong defense up, that, and the idea or the messaging in your head that keeps looping, saying that anyone who is attracted to me, who finds me physically attractive, who, you know, wants to be affectionate with me, only wants one thing. And there's nothing more to, if they're attracted to me, then that's a shallow, meaningless, purely essy, you know what, you'll relationship, and there's no depth to be found there, which is not necessarily the case. I mean, I'm not an expert, obviously. I'm just here to read the tarot cards. I'm going to keep my mouth shut, but you know, you can have the passion, absolutely, and usually you need the passion as part of a long, happy, loving relationship. Most of the times, that doesn't necessarily mean that there's no potential for meaningful depth and for the two of you not to nourish each other's souls just because you want to rip each other's clothes off. That's not a bad thing. But that's what it's giving me. Is I'm going to say you here, Leo, but obviously, because I feel like it's more like a one-sided message for you. It just seems like no one's going to be able to come near you, whoever this is resonating with, because this is just playing again and again in your mind, almost like a mantra. You know, when we think of mantras as, today's going to be a wonderful day, I'm going to have a fantastic, positive mantras. This is like a negative manifestation mantra running on a loop of anyone who's attracted to me is a F-boy, F-girl, and it's meaningless, and they just want one thing and then they'll leave me. I mean, I don't even like saying that stuff out loud. Obviously, I'm using it as an example, universe. But you know, what you say, we manifest. It's not just the good. It's not just the good manifestations. It's all of them. So anyway, I'm rambling here. But let's get some tarot. What's coming towards Leo next in love? Why is this message here? What is coming towards Leo next in love? Now, it could be that this is flipped and Leo is actually meeting someone who is in this frame of mind. But let's just do it one way round just to keep things easy. What's coming towards Leo next in love? So the first card that came out was the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius. And it came out on top of the like Nourish and Divine Feminine Oracle cards. So effectively, I mean, yeah, Temperance is a balanced energy of moderation. It's also definitely giving me someone who's kind of giving that all their energy to themselves and kind of finding peace. Like Temperance can be like a self-love kind of card for me in terms of like taking some time to yourself and reconnecting with yourself, looking after yourself. But then the other cards that came out, we have the Moon in reverse and the Page of Swords, which is kind of like Page of Swords is curiosity. It can be a spycraft card. It's like a digging for answers, finding out information kind of card. And the Moon can be what's hidden, what's the illusion, what's the catch. And then we have the Ten of Cups card that came out. So there's this kind of sense of, I feel like is there someone coming towards Leo here? Of course that card came out. Sorry. Yeah, I bet. Okay, yeah, there is someone coming towards you, Leo. Because what I was getting was like, could be someone who represents a little bit of wish fulfillment or a dream come true, or like everything you could possibly, if you were to write out your perfect person and then this person shows up and it's like, oh crap, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking of. But then the Knight of Wands came out. Sorry, and what I was going to say was that kind of person turns up and then you're like, okay, but what's the catch? What's hidden? What else is going on? I've got to like go full FBI agent on this person and dig in and find out what it is, because I know there must be something as to why they're full of shit and they just want one thing and then they're going to just disappear. And then the Knight of Wands comes out, which is quintessentially, it's a card of someone who's very attractive, who is very passionate, very lustful, can represent someone who's non-committal. Now, it doesn't mean that this person actually is. It's just that this is your perception of them. I was just saying how you're like, anyone who comes towards me, they're just an F-boy, F-girl. And then the F-boy card of the deck, or F-girl card, comes out with the Eight of Swords. It is literally a representation of tying yourself up by that being on loop in your head of this is how this is going to play out, and then that card comes out, which is a representation of that. So at the bottom of the deck is the King of Cups, which is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be someone with that heavily in the chart, it doesn't have to be. And then underneath that King of Cups is the Queen of Swords, which I feel like is whoever's coming through, that I'm saying the Leo here, of basically this is someone loving, emotionally intelligent, emotionally deep as well with the King of Cups, but they're also someone who's passionate and they're attracted to you, Leo. Of course they are. Leos are generally pretty hot. So, but then you're greeting them with the Queen of Swords. Like, I know your type. I've been here before. I know what you're going to do to me. So that's basically, I'm not going to keep hammering on at you, Leo. That's basically what I've got for you this time. You've got someone potentially fantastic, potentially like this, the Oracle card with the love card on it, coming towards you. And there's a message here for you of caution. Your defenses and expectation of being screwed over is so high that you may end up being the runner in this situation, of running and almost like a virtuitous runner who's like, ah, yeah, but they were such an F-boy. They might not be. So that's the message I've got for you this time, Leo. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope there's no one takes offence by it, because obviously I can't, you know, sometimes I just got to read and give you a bit of a tough love message. I still love you guys, and it could be flipped, but that's what I've got for you this time, Leo. Please do like the video for me, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if it did resonate, or you just enjoyed it, you enjoyed being told off, leave me a comment, let me know, and thank you so much for watching. Okay, moving on. Virgo. Hi, my wonderful Virgos. I hope you're really well. Today you have the Page of Swords, which is this beautiful, I think it's an ermine. It's like a mink, that kind of little critter. Ermine. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You've got the Page of Swords. Now, this is what's coming towards you next in love, Virgo. Page of Swords as an energy is talking about trying to find out details, and it's a little bit, can be a little bit sneaky. It's like maybe trying to find out information on the down low without being caught. Let's just get into this. What is coming towards Virgo next in love, please? Now, this could be that you have some sort of choice to make and you want to find out the details first. You want to withhold judgment. It could be curiosity as well, or finding out something that will improve a situation as well. It can go many different ways. So let's find out what's coming towards my lovely Virgos next in love, please. We have the love card. Unconditional love, self-love, affection, attraction, selflessness. And at the bottom of the deck is Phoenix. New phase, rekindle, renew, rise from the ashes. Let's just get one more from this deck for Virgo. Picture. Looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgia, and making new memories. Okay, so it could be that, I mean, it could be someone either looking at your pictures or obviously vice versa. It could be someone that misses you, especially with nostalgia, and the Phoenix can talk about something that is rising again, rising from the ashes, something that seemed to be over, like having a fresh start. Page of Swords can be a little like spycraft kind of energy of watching before someone makes their move, gathering information. Tell me more for Virgo, please. Apology, forgiveness, return. Now, this is a timeless message. I am recording this in this like the first week of a Mercury retrograde, and the first few days were absolutely horrendous for communication. So I shouldn't really be surprised. There's quite a few that are coming through with someone kind of returning or reconciling. Okay, the other card that came out was Wittering, was beauty, which is charming, great. Yeah, and bottom of the deck is memories, reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. Okay, with that beauty card, I feel like either you're doing this or someone is looking at your photos heavily, Virgo, and thinking how beautiful you are, how much they miss you, maybe even looking at photos of the two of you together when you had made great memories, and that's bringing up a lot of nostalgia for them at this time. Let's grab this deck. Okay, tell me more for Virgo, please. What is coming towards them next in love? I've got the Hermit, which is your major arcana, first card out. And Temperance, which is Sagittarius. But I mean, both of these talk about, I mean, the Hermit is someone maybe at a distance or secluding themselves from you or from a lot of people, like kind of withdrawing, spending time alone, maybe, why did I just get someone like in the bath looking at photos of you, not in a weird way, but like in a, you know, they're trying to look after themselves, maybe they're healing physically or emotionally or mentally, just taking some time out, but they are, whilst they're on their own, they're like pining for you is kind of what I'm getting, and a little bit overwhelmed by how much they miss you. Tell me more for Virgo. Who is this about? The Two of Cups came out. The Three of Wands and the Star is at the bottom of the deck, which is Aquarius's major arcana. But this Star card, it's like, it's a very dark Star card, in terms of, you see, there is a figure here who's like slumped over their horse, and it's really, imagine if you think of a rider who is exhausted at the end of a very long journey of maybe trying to find home or to find themselves or to find the path, the like of destiny, of like which direction they're supposed to be going with their life. Someone who's been feeling lost, and at this point they're really either they're on autopilot, or in this case they're having to rely on their like steed, their horse, to keep going, because they barely have the strength even to keep their head up. Gosh, now we've got Justice, which is Libra's major arcana. How does this person know Virgo? Okay, the King of Wands came out when I said that immediately. King of Wands, which is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. What about the King of Wands? Whatever they're going through right now, they feel kind of like they brought it on themselves. That they didn't have... I'm getting like someone who didn't have their eye on the prize about what direction their life was going in. They didn't focus, and they didn't give it enough attention for at crucial moments when they needed to make decisions. So they feel like this is their own fault, that they now feel a bit at a loss of which way they're going with their life. They're doing a lot of introspection with the Hermit and Temperance. Wow. Yeah, so there we go. We've got the Ace of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like this is someone who now wants... They're like thinking heavily about their future as well. Probably because they're in a place of feeling like they've lost direction in their life. And they are starting to imagine what they want their future to look like, and they are thinking how all they're longing for the opportunity for another chance with you. Now I don't know if they actually are going to act on that, or they even get that opportunity, Virgo, because I'm getting more about someone who is just deeply missing you and thinking about what could have been or what they had, and then they lost it. It's kind of their own fault that they lost it. What they want for their future would be the kind of the sense of family and community and stability and comfort, and kind of like being looked after and like a loving being surrounded by people who love them, that would have come from maybe starting a family with you, or starting like a whole long life together. Now, is this person actually taking any action towards Virgo? The Strength card just came out, which is Leo's energy. Leo's major arcana. And the Emperor, which is Aries' major arcana. Strength and the Emperor. Wow, well that is... I said that they're going to take any action. It's a little bit... They're going to have to bite the bullet of being able to both have the courage and the maturity and also the courage of their convictions to stand up and say what it is that they want, whilst also being able to embrace the element of humility of that they actually lost this before and they want it back. Now that, with the Strength of the Emperor coming out, that does suggest that they actually do that. Can you give me... How is Virgo feeling about this person? Five of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Why the Five of Cups? Oh, Three of Swords and the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Five of Cups and Three of Swords together for me is a classic combination that speaks to being absolutely distraught at the separation between the two of you. I also feel like it's talking about the fact that you feel this element of regret of things that were said, either that you said, they said, or that you both said. There's an element of both of you had some parts to play in this. Like you let each other down in terms of what could have been with this relationship. Maybe you knew each other when you were younger, or you know that you hadn't had that kind of life experience to handle the relationship differently. It's telling me that you feel like there was something beautiful between the two of you and it got screwed up. Just by the way it was handled, or by how things went at the time. So anything else? What's going to be coming towards Virgo next? Yeah, Six of Cups. Why are we surprised? I mean, this is a card that talks about someone who has missed you terribly coming back into your life, and also it can talk about an apology as well. This is someone who has been kind of fending for themselves for some time, potentially since the two of you have been separated from each other, and they want to put the work. They want to take responsibility, and they want to put the work and effort in, even if there are obstacles. So I think they actually, I was like, are they just going to sit and pine for you, you know, in the bath and like longing for you? I feel like this person is a bit exhausted and a bit overwhelmed by how they're feeling, but I actually see them taking ownership. And if this person does come towards you, I feel like you're going to see them in a far more mature light or place than the last time the two of you interacted as well, Virgo. So it's quite sweet, actually. That's what I've got for you this time. Now, I know that not everyone wants someone from the past to come back towards them. If you don't, there's absolutely nobody that you feel any like sadness that the two of you are no longer together, then it's just not your reading today. But you could check out one of your other major placements in your chart, so don't worry about it. But this is for someone who misses this person too, and you know, there is a longing to try and make things right and try again with each other. So that's what I've got for you, Virgo. Please do hit the like button for me, subscribe if you haven't already, and if it resonated or you enjoyed it, please do leave me a comment and let me know. I wish you all my best. Thank you for being here. So moving on to my wonderful Libras, how are you doing? Libra, today you have the Seven of Swords. So it's what's coming towards you next in love. Now, this Seven of Swords card, it talks more about distrust than necessarily deception. Seven of Swords card, you know, one of our least favorite cards in the deck, because it can talk about lies, someone thinking that they're pulling the wool over your eyes and stabbing you in the back whilst they're smiling in your face, etc. But this is more that there might be people like in a sense of social circle or work colleagues or friends, family, etc., that you just don't trust to know your business. Potentially when it comes to your love life in the near future, you want to keep a lot of that to yourself. It could be that you feel like they will create confusion or create blockages if you were to share with them. So let's see though. Or that you feel like you can't trust them and that they would go behind your back. So let's see. What's coming towards my lovely Libras next in love? For Libra. For Libra, it's coming towards Libra next in love. In your own time. Okay, we have separation. It's come out sideways. Sadness, bitterness, missing you, uncertain future. But it came out sideways like that. See, there's like this... it's like this spikiness. This... It's like... What am I getting? It's hard to explain. It's almost like trying to... I don't know. I'm just like trying to explain the picture I've got in my head. It's almost like you feel like the ground, you know, this pitch, the setting for your love life right now is like covered in like thumbtacks is what the picture that I got in my head. That's why I was like, how am I gonna explain this visual without sounding completely delulu? But yeah, that's what I got of like there are thumbtacks laid out all over like the setting for your love life. So it's this, it almost like it's having to tread very carefully because people have left almost like mines for you to step on. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Tell me for Libra, please. Give me one more from this deck. Thank you. We have the butterfly. Evolving and growth, next phase, releasing the past. Okay. So, I don't know if there are people that you, in your surroundings, Libra, that you know are not going to approve or are not going to support you in some sort of change that you want to make when it comes to your love life. It's almost like, I mean, the fact that this has uncertain future on this first card, it could be that you want to get whatever you're trying to change or trying to make happen in your life, you want to get that in place solidly before you share your plans, because you feel like if you share them first, there are people who will sabotage those plans for you, or they won't approve, or they'll start putting obstacles in the way. For Libra, please, what's coming towards them next in love? We've got healing, releasing, purifying, cleansing, and longing, craving, aching, and wanting. Sorry, I just caught the mic slightly. Give me one more. Well, stress came out, which is turbulence, tension, arguments, and the deck split when that came out. Yeah, the deck split to show obscurity, secrets and concealing, and time, waiting, moments. This is kind of what I was just saying. of you are keeping what you've got going on very hush-hush in what's in the near future in your love life, and you don't feel like it's the right time to reveal your plans. You may feel like it would lead to arguments. I feel like you're letting go of something that, because it could be something, there's someone or something that you've been longing for and you want to move towards that, but you don't want all the headaches, all the conflict, or the confrontations that will happen if you let other people in on your plans in the meantime. So tell me more. What is this even about? What is Libra up to that they want to keep secret? Well, I thought it might be that card. 9 of Swords came out, and the 8 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Now, 9 of Swords is stress, so it's that oracle card as a tarot card. It's the worrying about what is so-and-so going to say, what so-and-so is going to call me up and scream at me down the phone if they find out this is what's happening. It could even be like you're breaking up with someone and you just feel like you're going to get it in the neck from someone about doing that, whether it's their business or anything to do, it's not their life kind of thing. But there's the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups traditionally talks about kind of walking away from a situation which is not emotionally fulfilling. It may not have been for some time. You haven't been happy there. But this 8 of Cups card, usually it's walking away, right? In this deck, the guy on the 8 of Cups card is still sat in like the wreckage of something that isn't working out. And unfortunately, they're still sat in it. This could be a situation where you felt like it was going to be more stress to detach from a situation than just to stay in it and be unhappy. Tell me about this. Why is the 9 of Swords here? What's the stress? 8 of Swords in reverse and the King of Cups. So King of Cups is water energy. That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Why is the 8 of Swords in reverse? Why is, okay, 10 of Pentacles in reverse came out. Why is that? Nine of Pentacles and the Fool. Okay. Yes, strongly what I'm getting here, Libra. I'm going to say it's you, but obviously maybe the roles could be reversed, but I feel like this is more going to be for you, Libra, that you know that a relationship is over, and maybe it's been over for some time. It's just been a relationship on paper at this point, or of kind of being held together by expectation from your families or your social group or whatever. But see, the 8 of Swords upright, and it came out in reverse, but upright, you see there's two people here who are kind of, they're not facing each other, but they are trapped together on that. It's funny because I was trying to describe the visual and I was saying like thumbtacks on the ground or whatever, but I was also popped into my head when I should have said it was like trying to walk across an iced over lake without it kind of cracking and you falling in. And then I'm looking at that and you see how the ice is cracked. I don't know if it is ice, but let's just say it is. It's cracked underneath them, and there is water there. Obviously, they're not falling into a lake, but these two people are they are still connected emotionally, but they're not on the same page, and they're also trapped by maybe the ideas of others, the expectation of others, with this kind of prison of swords that surrounds them. But this came out in reverse. And then you've got the King of Cups with the Nine of Cups. Now, I'm not saying, Libra, you already know that your wish fulfillment lies elsewhere with potentially a King of Cups, or, you know, the King of Cups could just be looking at someone else and they're like, that's who I want to be with, and I'm very clear about this now. It might not necessarily be a person you've met already, but it is the awareness that your happiness lies elsewhere. And it's about time the two of you stopped keeping each other prisoner. And on top of that, then you have the Ten of Pentacles, which can talk about long-term commitment, family, marriage sometimes, but essentially something serious and long-term in reverse. And then on top of that came out the Nine of Pentacles, which is independence, it's liberation, and it's being single effectively. And then with that we have the Hermit and the Fool. And I feel like this is not something that has been decided lightly. The Hermit is Virgo energy, by the way. This is something that maybe you've done a lot of thinking over. Maybe both you and the other person in the relationship has done a lot of thinking over. And this isn't something, you've just, like a flighty moment of like, oh, let's just break up. Yeah, screw it. No, this is... there's been a lot of soul searching about whether this is right or not. But I feel like you're moving in silence, and on top of that, then at the bottom of the deck was the Seven of Swords, which is the base card for your reading today, Libra. You're moving in silence about a separation with someone and letting go of something, releasing something, a connection, I would say, that isn't beneficial or constructive for either person in that relationship at this point. There has maybe been a longing for it. As I said, it's not necessarily like a particular person, but it's just like that longing that this is not fulfilling, and fulfillment lies elsewhere. Even if, it's not necessarily a person, it could be like longing to be free to travel, to adventure alone, who knows? It's going to be different for each of you. But effectively, you're moving in silence. Might not just be because of friends and family members who are going to give you maybe both a hard time about this decision. It could just be that this is already so overwhelming and such a massive change, and about this next phase of your life, and releasing and separating from maybe someone who has been significant to you. That's already enough as it is, without letting every Tom, Dick and Harry have an opinion about it at the same time. So that's what I've got for you this time, Libra. I hope it was useful, and it resonated for whoever it was going to resonate with. It's not going to be for everyone, I would say, but you'll know if it's resonating for you, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Please do hit the like button for me, the thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if it did resonate or you enjoyed it, leave me a comment, let me know. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much. And my nose is itching like crazy. Usually that means someone's gonna ring the doorbell, but it's a bit late here, so I doubt. Sorry. Okay, moving on to Scorpio. Hello, my gorgeous Scorpios. So today, what's coming towards you next in love? You have the Ace of Pentacles. Pretty majestic card there. I love this Ace of Pentacles card. It is, what I just got there is you imagine a huge owl. They kind of tend to, well, obviously they move in the darkness, and also they move silently. And just imagine out of absolutely nowhere, this huge thing just swooping in. But it's swooping in with an offer. It's not swooping in to eat you like a little mouse. It's swooping in to give you this Ace of Pentacles out of nowhere. Pretty epic. Let's see. I'm also... It's actually reminding me of... Okay. I know I'm not the only geek out there, but the Zelda game on the N64, the Ocarina of Time, and the Guardian was this big old pixelated owl who would appear, at certain points of the story. I can hear the music in my head right now for it, like theme music, and then it would give you the information or guidance on the next part of the story, You know, you enter the different areas of the Zelda Hyrule Kingdom and it'd be like, oh, this is the Zora Kingdom. And except, okay. Enough of me being a geek. It's just, if you've played Ocarina of Time, you know what I'm talking about with the owl, and that's what it's giving me. And it was like a guide and a, an animal guide kind of thing, like someone who watched over the main character and on their journey. So I'm rabbiting on. Let's get you some oracle cards first. For Scorpio, what's coming towards them next in love, please? Okay, we've got self-indulgence, self-worth and value, time to heal, self-appreciation. So there could be an element of finding yourself, and this new start could be more about you than it is about your love life, but let's see. It could also be, whatever this is, could be really improving your sense of self-worth. For Scorpio, please. It's coming towards them next in love. Okay. We've got partying, time with friends, having fun, happily single, and living in the moment. Okay, that is a very solar energy with those two. Maybe for some of you, this could be the case that you are relatively newly single. You may have already experienced the kind of the heartbreak and moving through the different stages of grief over that. And this could be time for a new start for you. And it's, so let's see. What's coming towards Scorpio next in love, please? Yeah. We've got finality, farewells, leave behind, and closure. And time, waiting, cycles, and moments. Wow. Give me one more. I got two more. Wow, okay. The reason I got another one is because the card that came out was Confessions, Unveiling, Coming Clean, and Messages. And then the card that got to clarify that was Abandoned, Left Out, Walked Away, and Cold. Now, this could be that, because I get a sense of serious closure, like a cycle coming to completion for you, Scorpio, because this feels like, and as a result, you know, every door closes, a window opens, or whatever the phrase is, but effectively, every time we get to a 10 in tarot, which is more what my brain wants to say, we get to an ace, we go to a new beginning. The end of one chapter is the start of another one. So it feels very much like you're receiving some sense of closure and finality on something, because it is time for that to happen, and it's time for the great owl spirit to come and introduce. This is now, we've moved on. This is the new kingdom. This is the new chapter. Now it could be because someone where things went wrong with, or things were left like still in a sense of unfinished business. They could be getting in touch and giving you some sort of explanation as to why they walked away from you, why they abandoned the connection, why they ghosted you, why they just walked away from you coldly. They could be giving you some sort of explanation, we'll see. But it's also, is that I do get a sense of it like being a positive impact on your sense of self-worth. So there could have been someone who you blamed yourself as to why they treated you like I just described, and some sort of message from them could actually be allowing you to let it go and allowing you to kind of, you know, if you like forgive yourself in a way or appreciate yourself more, that it wasn't to do with you as to why they did what they did. And that's like allowing you to like enjoy embracing a new beginning. Tell me more, please, for Scorpio. What's coming towards the next in love? Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. It's air energy. It's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but it's also like done. She's like literally even split her sword in two while she kind of looks back reproachfully. It's like it's someone who's really disappointed you, really upset you, and left a very bad taste in your mouth. So what's this Ace of Pentacles? Knight of Swords. That could be a message. What's the Knight of Swords? The Devil. Now, it's not a message necessarily from the Devil. Devil is Capricorn's major arcana, but not all Capricorns are devils. But this could also be, you know what I was saying about that sense of release and closure. You see how the devil is almost like a shadow that is over the top of these two people that are caught up in, and still like the shadow is still hanging over them. So it could be that there's some sort of either message or clarity coming that releases you from still being under the shadow of something that had already ended, or that it was just no longer for your highest good, like it has become an unhealthy bond or element in your life. What's this Knight of Swords? Ten of Swords. And Strength. It's Leo's major arcana. I feel like this was something that you maybe were still back and forth on. Maybe some days you felt like one way about this person or the situation, like, oh no, it's over, I'm going to move on. And the next day it might be like, oh, maybe there's still something, maybe, you know, etc. And what's this message saying then? Because I get the sense there is an element of confession that releases you. But what's this Knight of Swords saying? Wow, Eight of Cups. I mean, the abandoned card says walked away on it. With the confession, this is very much the same. It's a message as to why they walked away, which is what? Why? Which is, what was the reason that they're explaining or they're saying to Scorpio? So the Five of Wands came out with the Magician. That is a combination. It's like someone saying that they create problems, or they create drama, they create conflict, or they put themselves in these situations where they can't follow through. I'm kind of getting the sense that someone how can I put this? It's like somebody who involves themselves with people where they are never going to be able to follow through on what they're actually offering. But they get themselves in trouble basically by either like spreading themselves too thin, or kind of, you know, the other cards that came out was the Page of Wands and the Two of Swords. It's like someone who says something in the moment because it feels exciting, or it feels it's like spontaneous, but but what they actually are creating for themselves is people getting pissed off with them, and they're creating this drama that they then can't deal with, and they just run away from with the Eight of Cups. Because it's just this kind of carelessness is kind of what I'm getting from this person. So what's the effect of this on Scorpio? Yes, so the Nine of Wands came out in reverse, the Six of Swords, and the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so the Nine of Wands talks about kind of still having one F left to give, and still kind of holding on, and also putting up a wall which stops anybody else getting in, because you're still kind of holding out a little bit of energy for this other situation which you haven't got full closure about. That's in reverse. And then the Six of Swords, it actually allowing you to move on to the new kingdom. And then at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands, which is it's the new beginning. I feel like this is also because this is really important for you, Scorpio, because underneath that Ace of Wands was the Five of Swords and the Nine of Swords. As much as you may have stopped talking to this person a while ago and been like, oh no, screw them, they abandoned me, they ghosted me, they're a loser or whatever. But this Five of Swords, there is always an element of false sense of victory with the Five of Swords. And I think it was the fact that you may have handled it obviously as best you could, and that's an understandable way of handling something like this, but the reality may have been that you were actually left still thinking about it, maybe being kept up about it, thinking, what did I do to make this person treat me like that? Why was I not good enough that they abandoned me, they ghosted me, etc. Yeah, so I think it's actually very positive for you to have this closure and to know it wasn't about you. And I think it is going to be a boost to your sense of self-worth, as I said earlier, and also as well as freeing you for this fabulous new chapter. And by the looks of it, it's not like me saying, oh hey, you're single now, properly single, there's no chance with this person, and you're not going to enjoy it. No, this is like you probably were already, as far as you're concerned, completely single from this person, but this is like going into the next chapter where you're actually happier in your circumstance, you're enjoying your life more, and you are thinking higher of yourself, and life is improving as a result. So that's what I've got for you this time, Scorpio. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for whoever it was meant to resonate with, and I hope it was useful. That's the other one. Thank you so much for watching. Please do hit the thumbs up button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if it did resonate or you enjoyed it, leave me a comment and let me know. And thank you so much for being here. Let me just take a sip. Okay, we're cooking with gas. So, on to Sagittarius. Hello, my wonderful Saggies. I hope you're really well. So, Sagittarius, you have the only major arcana of all the base cards today. So, you have the Justice card, which is Libra's major arcana. Now, this is talking about the cosmic scales balancing. Yeah. So this could go many different ways. Let's just get into it for you. This is what's coming towards you next in love. So Justice to me can talk about someone wanting to make amends, yes. But it can also just talk about, like, if you've been having a really rough ride, it might be, life is ebbs and flows. It's like that phrase, this too shall pass. Which applies when things are shit, and it also applies when things are good. So like appreciate the times when it is good, because that too is going to pass, and you're going to have an ebb again at some point. So you got to just ride the highs whilst you can and enjoy them as much as you can. Anyway, I'm wittering, but my point is, it's bad. So it could be about that, or it could also be that if you were treated unfairly, there's some sort of justice coming in. Like justice is a card of karma, and restoring balance. So let's see what's coming towards you next in love for Saggies, please. We have got ascending, learning, expansion, transcending, preparing for union, and next phase. One more for Sagittarius from this card, this deck, please. We've got mirror, mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, and inner wounds. So lots of learning, introspection. I feel like we're going to see the Hermit card, aren't we? Transcending. It's learning. It's also like giving me. You might be learning more about yourself as well. Through some sort of experience with your love life here, Saggy. And you know, that kind of self-awareness. Maybe even understanding your. I mean, it's not here. The shadows. We all have a shadow side. Someone commented, I think it was not on an all signs reading. It was a couple of, like maybe last week or a couple of weeks ago, about how, and they've got a point, but like in tarot readings, everyone seems to have issues, and well, it's true. Like everyone's got issues. I've got issues. You've got issues. We've all got issues. No one's perfect. For me, tarot is like is a way to understand each other more. Tarot is not to blow smoke up anyone's arse and tell them they're perfect, or their person who's coming towards them is perfect. It's more about understanding ourselves and understanding each other. For me, that's what tarot is for. So, but what my point is that you might be understanding, you know, more about yourself, more about your own triggers, or what you need. Like, what is what's that phrase? A deal breaker for you in relationships, or like even learning about your love languages or that kind of thing, in terms of like, it's, you know, how you need to receive love, for example, is physical affection. You could have been with a partner before who told you that was needy, if you needed like hugs and kisses. It's not necessarily, it's just that's how you liked, and other people might want to be given gifts, but you might not be fussed about that. But then you might have someone who is happy with giving gifts as a sign of how they show their love, and obviously that's a good match if you like receiving them. But then you might, if you were someone who liked receiving gifts, but you're paired with someone who doesn't like showing their affection that way, they might think that you're materialistic or you're greedy or etc. So it's just about, I don't know why I'm rambling on about this, but it's probably a point. But it's like knowing yourself better, and maybe in that sense being able to give more fairly to a partner because you understand yourself. And if you're both doing this, because bearing in mind we have the mirror card, but it's about mirroring each other, then you can both understand the other person's perspective and give each other, maybe be more fair to each other. All right, let's get some more cards, shall we? I know I'm just talking at you, Saggy. For Saggy, what's coming towards them? That's way too many. What's coming towards them next in love, please? Okay, finally, we have distance in reverse, separation, space, and blockage in reverse. We have longing in reverse, craving, aching. Apology is at the bottom of the deck, which is forgiveness and return. Just one more. There we go, it was fast. Wow, broken in reverse. Shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. So you have, all three of those cards came out in reverse, but that is like heartbreak, being separated from each other, missing each other, craving each other, wanting to be back together, all in reverse. I'm sorry, I have like a hair, it's been tickling me for like 3 signs. So let's use this one. So I see, I haven't had a card of reconciliation yet, but it's just giving me more a sense of, you mean you can be distant from someone and living in the same house as each other. So it doesn't have to be that you haven't seen this person for months. There has been pain, and maybe that longing could even be for like unexpressed feelings between the two of you, or on like the fact that you haven't been affectionate with each other for some time. It could be that kind of, or even longing for your partner to understand you emotionally, and not feeling, feeling like the other is pulling away from each other kind of thing, and both being in a lot of pain about that. And I see that all of that is in reverse. And it could just be a case of even learning about each other, what the other person needs, and making this a far more like fairly reciprocal and harmonious relationship. Tell me more for Sagittarius, please. What's going on with your cards? There we go. 4 of Swords in reverse. Now, the 4 of Swords upright would talk like would speak of a timeout, of not talking to each other, maybe a bit of silence. Definitely kind of, again, you can still be in the same house as each other, but just always, in your separate corners, or doing your own thing. Maybe there could have even been like, at the bottom of the deck is the 2 of Swords, so there could have even been like a subject that neither of you wanted to broach or to discuss, and just trying, like, keeping quiet and doing a lot of thinking individually, but that's in reverse. Oh, we were doing so well. I hadn't dropped any on the floor. It's straight underneath my chair. 1 second. Okay, go. So, the card that fell on the floor is the 2 of Cups upright. And we have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. Major progress. I feel like I'm also want to say like a breakthrough here. Because the 2 of Cups is the fact that the union is still there between the two of you. The feelings, the connection is still very much present. What's going on here for Sagittarius? I'm sorry, this deck is driving me nuts the way it's trying to come out. Let me just I'm gonna go traditional Rider-Waite for you. For Saggy, please. Why is this happening? It's like every other sign was fine, and then like chunks of the decks are trying to come out. Okay. The 6 of Wands came out, and the Chariot is at the bottom of the deck. It was just at the bottom of the other deck I showed you like 30 seconds ago. So it's there again. This is Cancer's Major Arcana, but it's also talking about success and victory. But I feel like it's not like one of you is winning over the other one. That's not kind of what I'm getting. I feel like it's more that you win by being a team and working together and listening to each other, rather than, it could have been at one point, it might have felt like one of you had to win and the other person had to lose. But now it's like, no, we only are really winners if we both win. You know what I mean? Could be an element of a breakthrough about some sort of compromise. What is this all about? What was the nature of the issue? Well, okay, the 6 of Cups came out. So there's that card of reconciliation. It could have also been about children with the 6 of Cups. Yeah. We've got the 10 of Wands and the Knight of Swords. I feel like this is saying that also someone can't take the fact that you are not in a good place anymore. The Ten of Wands is kind of like a breaking point moment, and the Knight of Swords is someone rushing through with communication. Breaking the ice, saying something, being very direct rather than dancing around it, or just, rather than being silent anymore. I don't think they can take it, but I think this is actually improving the situation. Yep. Yes, it is. Three of Pentacles comes out. Ace of Cups to the bottom of the deck. Three of Pentacles is literally talking about working together, collaboration, compromise, and also being a team. You're not against each other. You're a team. And the Ace of Cups. This breakthrough is actually allowing you to. Again, you could have been. This could be someone who you are in separation from fully. Or it could be someone that you're still very much in a relationship with, but just not in a good place. That Ace of Cups is an opportunity for a new start or a renewal of a connection, or like a fresh start from this moment kind of thing. Anything else? How's Saggy going to be feeling about this breakthrough? Eight of Pentacles. Talk about wanting to put the work in and putting the effort in. I only put that card back because it hadn't come out properly, so I was like, is this supposed to come out? No. And there you go, Temperance, which is your major arcana, Sagittarius, but it's also a card of balance, of you give, I give, we both of our feelings matter, both of our way of thinking about something, both is valid and both matters. It could be about some sort of choice or direction for the two of you to go in some way. It could have been, I just keep getting the sense that it was like you felt like your opinions or your desires about a certain subject were at odds with each other. But this is actually, it's you two getting on the same page about and making a decision together as equals, as partners, allowing you to move forward. Very nice. That's what I've got for you this time, my gorgeous Saggies. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. And I hope it was useful. Thank you so much for watching. Please do hit the thumbs up button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. And if it resonated or you enjoyed it, please do leave me a comment and let me know. And thank you so much for being here. So, let's put these away. Moving on to my gorgeous fellow Capricorns. How are you doing, my wonderful Cappy crew? Thank you so much for being here. So today, Cappies, you have the Two of Wands. Now, this Two of Wands card, it does show like a lion and a lioness, and I quite like this deck. I'm trying to get into actually using it because I got it, I didn't resonate with it, and I put it away. So I was trying to like work on it, try and connect with it a bit more, and there is some good qualities to it for sure. I'm just rambling about that because the description, the book that comes with it, like the description for each card, which obviously I had a look at to try and connect more with the cards, it's not for me. It's a bit anyway. But with this, the point of this card, it's talking about how the lions protect the pride, so that the lioness can go and gather the food and bring it back to the pride, but the lions are in charge. That's the gist. And the person who wrote the designed the tarot deck was like, in this card, it's all about the lioness. She goes where she wants. Whatever. Effectively, it could be. It came to my mind, even if it's annoying. So it could be that for some of you, you may have been letting someone else in a love connection take the lead for some time, or dictate the speed or the direction that a connection was going in. And it may well be that in the near future, you're kind of a little bit over that, a little bit done with them being in the driving seat, and it could be an element of frustration with them about how they've been handling it. That could be making you start to think of going in a different direction. I'm not necessarily thinking that you're like, oh, well, I'm going to take the lead now, because that line is still there and kind of looking a bit deflated, and also looking like they're a bit lost right now. They're not doing a great job of like leading their pride, if you like. So it might be that you're actually considering going off in a new direction. Let's see, shall we, Cappies? So what's coming towards Capricorn next in love, please? There we go. Is sunglasses, watching, looking, perception and stalking. One more from this deck. Teddy bear, interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, want to date. Okay. This feels like someone watching you who wants to maybe take you out, Capricorn. Obviously, if what I'm saying is the roles are reversed, just flip them. But for now, I'm going to say that. But they aren't making themselves known with that sunglasses. I always think... with like dating apps or whatever, and so many people put all their photos have sunglasses on. Now, if that's you, at least put one up with no sunglasses on, with your eyes showing. Because I got taught many years ago that if they're constantly got sunglasses on, you can't trust them, because if you can't look them in the eye, they're not trustworthy. But I'm someone who gives heavy eye contact in real life, so I think it's important. But I think there is an element there of truth in what I was told, because the fact that the sunglasses card on this oracle deck, which the person who told me that about sunglasses did not draw this deck or design it, so there's that element of hiding behind, sunglasses to be able to watch someone without them being aware. Tell me more, what's coming towards Capricorn next in love? This could also, what I was saying before about if you're getting frustrated with someone not taking action or not making a plan, and you're starting to think about going elsewhere, but you might not know that they are interested because they're wearing their almost like a mask, or hiding behind sunglasses and just watching you constantly, but you don't know. There we go. Okay, we've got mistakes, which is misunderstood, victim, lost soul. Give me more for Capricorn, please. We've got longing and chemistry, which came out together. Longing is craving, aching and wanting. Chemistry, attraction, spark and passion. So why is... oh, wow. At the bottom of the deck is obsession, infatuation, adoration and addiction. Oh, I didn't see that. I was like, what's at the bottom of the first oracle deck? Oh, addiction, obsession, possession, emotional, blocked. Got at the bottom of both decks is obsession and addiction. So, hold on. What's the mistakes card? Oh, distracted. They were... Okay. Okay. Alright, Capricorn. Let's get some tarot. But basically what I'm getting straight off the bat here is that there's someone around you who feels like they made mistakes when it comes to this connection with you, potentially by getting sidetracked by another situation or distracted. Maybe, sometimes we distract ourselves on purpose, but kind of unconsciously. For example, if I've got like a to-do list suddenly I want to clean the whole flat. Because it means, you know, I'm being productive, but it also means I don't get to my to-do list because, oops, while I was cleaning, you know. And I do not get the urge to clean often. So it could be that this person kind of, maybe they distracted themselves on purpose, but they also now realize that that was a mistake because they feel like they've been distracted. They were distracted for so long that you maybe got bored of waiting for them to take charge, or you got frustrated, or you are now like, okay, you know, my lion, if you're the lioness, and what I was describing at the beginning, my lion is not going to ever take charge, so I need to start looking elsewhere. But this person is still interested. They're obsessively watching and addicted to the idea of watching you. Stalking is probably online stalking, let's be honest, and longing for you and feeling very passionate about you, but keeping it hidden. Let's see, let's get some tarot. What's coming towards Capricorn next in love, please? This card literally came out where you can't see on the camera. It came out like that under my hand, standing up on the... Okay, we've got the Two of Pentacles. What was that about? Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Ah, oh, there is an element here of indecision. Okay, let's get some more. What's coming towards Capricorn next in love, please? Well, Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Well... If I was just about to say, like, Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands can talk, and obviously I was already picking up on a little bit of like frustration and lack of frustration with someone, the lack of taking charge. That's what I'm trying to say. But Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune is like a massive smack wake up call from the universe of like, well, it's now or never. With this combination, this is massively now or never. Shit or get off the pot. Tell Capricorn how you feel about them. This is your last chance, etc. Why? It's like you can't, you know, back to me with my to-do list. It's like you can't. There's no more distractions you can find. You need to do your to-do list now, kind of thing. You've run out of time. What's going on here? Why is Judgment here? The High Priestess, interesting. Now, I was just saying about how the Wheel of Fortune is a card of destiny, fate, and the universe for me. That's more of like, we don't really have any control over the Wheel of Fortune because it's the Wheel of Fortune, you know. The wheel is always turning, and also where it stops is not up to us. The High Priestess, however, is about hearing your inner voice, hearing your intuition loud and clear. So I asked why is Judgment here? It could be that someone is getting a very, even like telepathic message coming through, or like even in their dream coming through very clearly that it's now or never. So... Okay, the Five of Swords came out with the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Well, I guess that could be why they don't seem to have been taking charge and they've just been watching obsessively for so long, because there's elements to this that the Capricorn doesn't know about. Because the Five of Swords talks about kind of like details that have been left out, omissions, information that would be useful and to know in this situation for everyone involved, direct communication, all of that missing. This is someone who's, you know, this person who's just watching obsessively has like gagged themselves effectively by... It's almost like giving me, like, if they just dropped this bit of information into a conversation several months ago, then they would be able to explain what's really going on in their world right now. But they didn't. So now where they're at right now is that they can't just be like, oh, yeah, by the way, did I tell you I'm going through a divorce? Oh, I didn't. Oh, did I never tell you I was married? You know, it's that kind of thing. I'm not necessarily saying that is what's happening, but it's something here that they really needed to mention before, and they didn't. So now, how on earth do they say it? And with the Seven of Swords, yeah, that is that kind of. It's like someone tied up with lies. What is the Five of Swords about? Okay, the Ace of Pentacles came out. Oh yeah, the deck split when that flew out to show the Six of Wands and the Ace of Swords. What's the Ace of Pentacles? The Four of Wands. Now, oh my gosh, at the bottom, oh my gosh. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles, which can be Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. We can also talk about your counterpart. But it's a long-term partner, someone who's thinking long-term. And then underneath the King of Pentacles, we have the Fool, the Chariot, and the Ace of Cups. Wow. And the World is underneath that, but she's naked, so I won't show you that. But basically, and what came out as well as the did I show you that the Four of Wands came out? With the Ace of Pentacles. And then the Two of Swords sideways. So the issue here is that this person hasn't been communicated with the Five of Swords. Their intentions, what they want to happen, is something very serious with the Ace of Pentacles and the Four. This would be like, with everything I just showed you under here, but let's just say the King of Pentacles. With the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Four of Wands talks about union, living together, owning a home together, family, having a family together, marriage, all of that kind of thing. As a combination, this would be, what they can't say is that they want to have all of that, which I just described with Capricorn, and to offer that and to almost be like a new start of it, like the story between this person and the Capricorn having like the next chapter, you know, that is completely different to the story that they've had with them so far, is everything that I've just described. But there has been this denial with the Two of Swords, and avoidance and an inability to have a conversation about all of that, probably because, as I said, there were lies or things they didn't mention before as to maybe why they haven't been making. The whole time I was getting from the start is that this person has not been making exactly that kind of offer or that kind of move to the Capricorn, and the Capricorn has got sick of it and is now looking elsewhere. And meanwhile, this person has been obsessively watching the Capricorn, longing for them, feeling so like the strength that, like, they always felt this strong pull between them and the Capricorn, and they've kept it all hidden. They might have been sidetracked with other things that have caused delays, that have given the Capricorn the wrong impression, but it's also this person has given the Capricorn the wrong impression because they haven't communicated what has been going on with them. So what is the Judgment and the wake-up call here? Is that actually going to be causing change in this situation? Oh, the Queen of Wands came out and the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Oh, good. The Queen of Wands fell out, which is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Underneath the Ace of Swords is the Two of Cups. Underneath the Two of Cups is the King of Wands. I don't know if this person is just accepting the realization from their inner voice screaming at them that there is no one else that's going to compare, and that you and them are supposed to be together, Capricorn, basically. The King and Queen of Wands are a divine counterpart, extremely attracted to each other, very passionate, two very passionate individuals, also very creative people who might be able to even, you know, create more and do incredible things being together. And the Two of Cups is also a card about soulmate. You've got the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. Ugh. Give me one more. Well, there you go. Ace of Cups came out, and at the bottom of the deck is the World, who I've covered up. Wow. So, okay, underneath the World, I'm just going to move it in front of the World because she's naked, was the Three of Swords is underneath the World. Oh. So, it could also be that this person is picking up on the fact that Capricorn, you're looking in another direction because then they haven't made any attempt to come towards you, and they're not leading, you know, they're not being the lion to your lioness, if you like. So they might be picking up on the fact that you have this sense of like you're empowered with the Queen of Wands. You've got your self-confidence, you're looking incredible. Queen of Wands is very attractive and very passionate and, you know, S-E, you know what-y. I sound like a child. It's because of YouTube's prudish ways these days. But basically they're picking up on the fact that you might even, with that Ace of Cups, you might even be starting a new beginning with someone else. Or if you're not, they haven't got the proof, although they are watching you obsessively, so maybe they are seeing something which is giving them the heebie-jeebies on your social media. But if they even haven't got the proof, they're picking up on the fact that that's what you've got you're completely open to, and that's what you've got your eye focused on, is going in a different direction at this point. So, and that would break their heart, basically. So that is, I would say, what's causing them to do something. I didn't really see any card of action, but at the same time, Judgment. I'm going to grab a fresh deck. Are they going to take action towards Capricorn with this wake-up call? I don't know, Cappy. Oh my gosh. What came out is the Four of Swords with the Five of Swords. It's a different deck. It's literally the same message of this person feels hogtied by the things that they didn't mention before, that they feel like they can't explain, they can't suddenly bring up and mention now. We've got the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles, which I feel like is more coming through as you. And also because we have the Prince of Swords in reverse that came out. It's like they are just imagining without having proof that you are, because you are, Nine of Pentacles is an absolute catch. You're just, who wouldn't want you, basically, with this energy? But I don't see any action. Are they taking any action? Oh, sorry, yeah. It's right in the middle. I didn't pick it up. The Tower came out sideways. Which is, it's more of it's a realization. It's, you know, it's a bit of a breakdown of like, you know, in their mind about the fact that you're going to move on from them. Are they taking any action? One more chance. otherwise, why is this here? Like, why is this here for Capricorns? This is what's coming towards them next. Oh, there you go. Okay. This person has been hiding how they feel about you. With the King of Cups and the Seven of Swords. I was like looking at, like, side-eyeing that because I was like, I wondered if this was talking about the fact that they are going to still be obsessively watching you but from behind their sunglasses without making it known. If that was it, then no. The Seven of Wands came out and then landed smack bang on top of the Seven of Wands is the Two of Cups. This is... Everyone else, get the fuck away from my Capricorn. They are my Two of Cups, which is the second time we've seen it now. And I was saying about how this is a card of perfect match, soulmates. Everyone else can get away from you, basically. So now I have to say I am still not seeing like them openly overtures of affection towards you. This feels like more that they're still keeping secret how they're feeling about you, but they are also trying to stop anyone else from coming towards you. Okay, that's otherwise I'm just going to be doing like an hour for you, Capricorn, and it's not fair, but that's what I've got for you. Is a bit for what's coming towards you next in love at the moment. I will see you in the next one for sure. I hope someone found it useful. At least enjoyable, and I hope it resonated. Thank you so much for watching. Please do hit the thumbs up button for me. I know you will, you're the best. And subscribe if you haven't already. Always love to have the Cappy crew expanding. And if it did resonate or you enjoyed it, leave me a comment and let me know. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. All right. So... I said I wouldn't make this video 3 hours again, and here we are. Moving on to my wonderful Aquarius. Hi Aquarius, how are you doing? So today your base card is the Three of Pentacles. Now, this card is tricky because this is what's coming towards you next in love. I'm getting more of the sense that you might have a commodity of some sort or something. You might have something that other people either have their eye on or are wanting to take from you or are seeing you as someone they can use for their benefit. Because basically on this Three of Pentacles card, yeah, there's three people working together, but these people are represented by wolves in this case, and they are eyeing up this very beautiful stag who has the Three Pentacles. Obviously the roles could be reversed, let's see, but there's definitely an element of a predator and prey in this Three of Pentacles particular dynamic. Now, the Three of Pentacles in general talks about teamwork and collaboration, making a plan. I just don't really like the fact that it's at the demise of someone else that these people make their plan. So let's see what's coming towards Aquarius next in love. Okay, we've got wedding rings, union, marriage, soul connection, devotion, everlasting love. Oh, yeah, there it is. Backstabbing, heartbreak and pain, separation, deception, lies, shocking attack. At the bottom of the deck is love call, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. Bearing in mind the deck is quite big, and there's only one card that's like this. Okay. It's going to be one of those, Aquarius. So straight off the bat, it's something about potentially a group of people, or it could just be one person, feels like they benefit from taking something from you. What's coming next in your love life? It could be an element of informing you. Who had something like this? Oh, Cancer. If any of you are dealing with Cancer, you might want to watch theirs. dealing with a Cancer. But let's see. For Aquarius, what's coming towards them? We've got running, ghosting, disappearing, but at the bottom of the deck is elusive, dishonesty, deception, trickery. I've got deception twice here. Okay. Shallow, hollow, empty. And one more, two more. Got commitment, which speaks of marriage again. The bottom of the deck is mistakes, misunderstood, and then we have distracted, sidetracked, change and delays. I've got two cards here from two different oracle decks, Aquarius, that talk about commitment and potentially a wedding, but it doesn't have to be an actual marriage. It could be just a long-term commitment. There's an element here of for some of you, this could be like someone informing you that your committed partner has been dishonest in some way. Doesn't have to be, but I have to question the reason that person is telling you that information, and also I would question whether what they're saying is true, because with that mistakes card, it's like it can also talk about someone feeling like they are misunderstood and they've been made out to be a villain when it's not the case. Let's see what is coming towards Aquarius next in love, please, with this Three of Pentacles. The Emperor. It's Aries energy. It's coming towards Aquarius next in love. The Ten of Wands. Yeah. See the Nine of Wands, and then the Moon is at the bottom of the deck. See, this feels like someone who has a lot of responsibility or is already carrying a load, as in carrying a lot of weight on their shoulders from life in general, from the people who look up to them, who rely on them, etc. And it's almost like there's a younger party, like a younger person or group of people who see this Emperor as someone who can also fix their life as well, like because the Initiate of Wands came out with the Nine of Wands. The Initiate of Wands is like it's someone who's not like brand new to life in terms of, and the Wands talks about making things happen, and obviously the Initiate is someone who's learning their craft. They're not the master of it yet, but they have some experience. But it's would also almost be like turning to the Emperor, like the divine masculine or a father figure or a husband, to kind of get them to help the Initiate out to pay for something. Because with that Nine of Wands card, someone's car is about to be towed, basically, or maybe they haven't been making the payments on it, and they're basically is talking about like a community or helping them out to like protect the car from being towed, and maybe so that they have time to make the final payments so that it doesn't get towed, basically. But this could also be, can you help me out? Can you stop this from being taken away from me? It doesn't have to be a car. It could be a property. It could be a business. Can you fill the gap for me? Can you pay it off for now and I'll pay it back to you, kind of thing, because I'm still, young. It's kind of feels like someone maybe taking a bit of advantage. Again, with that Three of Pentacles card, that is someone looking at the stag. With the stag, for me, is like a very mature spirit animal, and also can be a leader that you know, like that others look up to. It's very beautiful, mature, it's like sage-like kind of, you know, slow and steady, but kind of powerful spirit animal, totem, if you like. But then there's definitely people who are looking at that person and seeing them like with as an opportunity. Now, whether this could be someone that you're married to or in a commitment with, Aquarius, and there are people who are looking at them as like a target, or the two of you as a target. Or it could be you, so you could be the emperor in this story. Obviously, whichever way around it is. But with the moon card here as well, yes, yeah, I fucking knew it. The moon card here is like, you see how someone's basically doing kind of incantation, or you could say a spell, but you know, it doesn't have to literally be someone trying to do magic here. But it's underhandedly, it's being done in the darkness, it's being done where you can't see that what their intentions are and what they're actually trying to make happen here. And then underneath that is the Eight of Wands. And you see how the Eight of Wands in this deck, someone's receiving envelopes full of money, and what they were kind of doing in the dark is really paying off for them. And underneath that Eight of Wands is the Five of Swords, which, you know, this Five of Swords, both people think that they have the truth in front of them, but one person has extra information that they're withholding. How, I mean, the fact that running and shallow is here, it could also be that is actually talking about the people who are, or person who is trying to take advantage here, is flighty, irresponsible, and gets bored quickly. Like is going to get someone to pay for their latest endeavor or passion project, and then is going to move on from that, want to do something else, especially because I've just realized distracted is there as well. It's like, you know, very short attention span, very fickle. Now, if this is not like a family member or a friend, obviously because the whole reading is what's coming towards you next in love, this, and if you're in a position of, you know, you're in a good, secure position, I'd be very careful with anyone in the near future coming towards you with what I've just described, because I feel like they just see you as someone who can get them out of a hole, like, and improve their stability, improve their finances. But this is like, yeah, smiling at you whilst they stab you in the back, basically. Where does Aquarius fit into this? The universe, wow. The universe and the magician at the bottom of the deck. Damn, Aquarius. I'll show you. The universe, which is the world card basically in this deck, and the magician at the bottom of the deck. And then, so underneath the magician is a card which is called the Elemental of Swords. So naked, unnecessarily naked. So I can't really show you, I'll just show you her face. But it's like the personification of the suit of the swords, which is like ideas. And underneath her is the Three of Pentacles, which is your base energy. So I stick by what I said, where does Aquarius fit into this? You're the stag, 100%, if, you know, or you're married to, you know, the stag is part of your life, but I'm saying, I'm getting more, this is you. You're the stag. Because the magician with the Elemental of Swords is incredible. You are like an ideas person. You could be the one in either that in your job, it's like your idea, it's your job, sorry, to come up with like pitch ideas for the business that you work for or something like that. Like you have an incredible ability to create thought, like new plans, especially with the Three of Pentacles, for manifesting whatever it is you desire. You know, you would be the one to write the frickin' spell. If, you know, we're talking about spells, you have the words, you have the ideas. I just get I get the sense that someone is trying to have a shortcut by not just riding on your coattails, Aquarius, but even if it means like you lose in some way, like you lose out, they don't care, as long as they, you know, they see you as an opportunity for them, because they're hunting for their next meal, they're hunting for their next person to get them out of a hole, and they see you as, unfortunately, a target. Not necessarily that they're going to get away with it, but it's on them. That's a criticism on them looking at you like that. So why is commitment and wedding rings here? Please don't let me be the devil. Oh no, Seven of Wands. Oh no, I know what this is. So the Seven of Wands card came out. You're coming through as the ideas person, the abundant person, the stag in your base card. I feel like this is this person who is seeing you as an opportunity. Unfortunately, I would say that this is someone that you know or is connected to you because of your commitment. So it's actually like, for example, if you're a husband and you're someone in your wife's family, or vice versa, and because you see here, you have someone like leaning over and pressuring this person with the Seven of Wands, that they can't get up from their chair, they can't walk away from this because of what they have. You know, you're part of this family, you committed to me, therefore you committed to my like absolute layabout cousin to like get, no, sorry, this is not your responsibility to like be prey for the family or friends of whoever you're committed to. No. But like that's what's coming through basically. Is I was like, why is the union element here? It seems to be that is part of it. So that's what I've got for you this time, Aquarius. It seems to come. It's also warning you with that Ten of Wands card that this person is seeing you as like that they can prey on you. It could be even like people in cahoots with each other, being like, Aquarius has money. Aquarius is pretty stable. You know what we could do? Why are we not stable, but Aquarius is? Let's gang up, put pressure on them to get us out of a hole. Unfortunately, that's really freaking toxic, and it's a warning here, because with that Ten of Wands, what I was going to say is that they do not care how much stress that puts you under, how much, you know, extra they're adding to your plate by getting you involved in whatever this is, or getting them out of a hole. They don't care, but it may well be the straw that breaks the camel's back, or it may just completely disrupt what you've got going on right now. So that's what I've got for you this time, my lovely Aquariuses. I'm an Aquarius moon and rising, if I haven't told you before. So I have a lot of Aquarius in my chart and a lot of love for you guys. So thank you so much for being here. Please hit the thumbs up button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if it resonated or you enjoyed it, please leave me a comment and let me know. And I wish you all my best. Thank you so much for watching. So on to my wonderful Pisces. Last but never least. So today, Pisces, you have the Seven of Wands as your base card. Now, this is what's coming towards you next in love. This can talk about you feel like you've got a pretty sweet spot and you don't want to move just in case anyone else takes it and you miss out on an opportunity. But it could also be an element of pushing others away because, you know, in this card that you actually see 6 other little alligator guys in the water and there's 1 alligator on the land. They're not necessarily enemies. It's not determined. It depends on each reading, obviously. But what I just got was, you know, that they could be like, come on in, the water's nice, or whatever. I think that is a crocodile or an alligator on that famous like t-shirt or whatever, isn't it? Maybe that's why that popped into my head. But it could be that, you know, someone wants to get to know you, or people want you to get involved or get you out into like a social setting, like a party, and you're like, no, sod off. So let's see which direction this goes in. For Pisces, please. Oh, straight away. Oh yeah. We have self-indulgence, self-worth and value, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. Now that's lovely. There's nothing wrong with that. But, well, yeah, you may just feel like you need time to yourself, effectively. And you don't want other people getting in your business right now. And what I was also going to say, though, is it could be that, you know, you've got into that place where it just spending time on your own has become very comfortable, and which is good, but obviously it can become a new comfort zone of staying in and you know, pampering yourself, and then kind of wondering why there's another element of you which now needs nurturing, which is the social side of you, or the meeting new people side of you. Oh, voice is cracking. That is nearly 3 hours of talking. Give me one more. What's coming towards Pisces next in love, please? Okay, we've got heartbroken, which came out sideways, deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving, and breakup, which came out sideways. Yeah, this is kind of what I was picking up on. I feel like you might still be, you know, going through you know, in Friends, where Chandler goes through like a really breakup with one of the girls that he actually really, really loves, and then I can't remember her name, and then he like gets phase 2, I think, is being on the sofa in sweatpants and not washing and you know, eating pizza or whatever, and then he manages to get to phase 3, and then he runs straight back to phase 2. Like, I'm not saying you're in sweatpants and you don't wash, I would never say that, but it might be that you have been mourning and in a self-preservation mode after a breakup for quite a while, and there could be now your friends or loved ones who want to like get you out of that funk. Maybe it is kind of time, but with that heartbroken has come out sideways as well, but you might still be defensive as wanting to like come out of your protective zone right now. So let's see what's coming towards Pisces. There you go. Okay, we've got mistakes, misunderstood, victim, and lost soul. What's coming towards Pisces next in love? Distracted, sidetracked, change, and delays. See, both of those cards are people looking off into the sea. One of them is a bit obviously close and the other one's at the end of a dock there. But the sea, obviously being a massive expanse of water, it's kind of like you've got your back turned to new opportunities, and you're looking out to just focused on, kind of closed off and focused on your feelings maybe, and completely like not living in the moment right now, maybe completely focused. And obviously what I'm saying, this could be reversed. If you're dealing with someone who's like this, then obviously just reverse the roles, but just gonna say it like this for ease. You could be still dwelling very much on did you make any mistakes that led to a breakup, But it's like you're completely sidetracked from life right now by focusing on what went wrong in a previous connection. What's coming towards Pisces next in love, please? Yeah, sorry, the Nourish card turned around inside the deck and but didn't come out, but it's like self-nourish, self-worth. It's basically the self-indulgence card again. So the card that came out is Silence, Frozen, No Words, Stone Wall, and at the bottom of the deck is Broken, Shattered, Heartbroken. We've got Heartbroken twice, basically, from 2 different oracle decks. But yeah, I mean, all of these 3 from the same deck are they're all shades of like blue. And it's just a very kind of, I'm sorry to see this, Pisces, because basically it's just like you in shutdown mode of, with the Frozen and the Stone Wall. I think it's more like freezing out anyone who's trying to get close to you right now, whether it's someone who's newly interested in you, or it's friends or whatever. You just kind of, I would get the sense of you just being like, just leave me alone, I just want to be left alone. That's that kind of the 7 of Wands energy. So what's coming towards Pisces next in love? What more can you tell me, please? Or it's someone trying to get through to you, or trying to break down, you know, that barrier whilst you've been feeling like that. So let's see. Yeah, of course that's the card. I could literally see it in my head. 4 of Pentacles, there you are. Holding on, you know, in a protective little cocoon, basically. Feeling vulnerable, not wanting to open up. And this is like, I mean, I felt like this on yesterday when I was at work, and Mercury retrograde was all screwing up communication with pretty much everyone I spoke to. And I just wanted to go home, get my dog, go under the covers, you know, go into the fetal position and be left the F alone by everyone. So that's what I'm getting from you, Pisces. So is anything changing here? What's going on here? Queen of Swords, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but effectively it's the same. It's this. It's the Silence card. It is the queen. This queen has her sword pointed down, which also talks about not communicating. Very disappointed and kind of with love, with life, with people. Feeling it goes beyond cynicism. It's kind of like disillusionment and kind of giving up on love right now. Oh, I'm so sorry to see this, Pisces. You're such lovely emotional people as well. So this is like really sad to see. Well, who I've got coming through here is so shut down. But yeah, effectively you've been hurt very badly. I feel like there's also an element of like beating yourself up though as well. So what's coming towards Pisces though? I just, you know, sometimes I'm just like, if anyone doesn't believe in tarot, just try and get a nice card to come out in a reading like this, because it's not going to happen. 5 of Pentacles with the 6 of Wands in reverse, and then the 7 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, which of course is your base energy from a different deck. So 5 of Pentacles is not giving me that you're having necessarily financial or stability struggles. This is just telling me, you know, it's the same feeling of energy of being abandoned, feeling lonely. Now, just bearing in mind, and on the 6 of Wands in reverse is like, you could also be beating yourself up that you're not enough, with this combination that, you know, you can't go back out there and shake your tail feather because your tail feather isn't shiny enough or something like this. It's very down on yourself with this combination. And, you know, it's not even worth you getting dressed up and putting war paint on, or the male equivalent of war paint, and getting back out there. It's not even worth it because, you know, why would anyone want to look at me? That's the kind of combination. But bearing in mind, you've also got the Seven of Wands here. So twice, because obviously it's your base energy. The Seven of Wands is you standing your ground and pushing away people to, like, stay away from me kind of thing. So I'm only saying that, and I'm saying this with love, because this is the point of tarot, is advice. It's not just to, like, reinforce every place that we're in, even if it's a negative place. This Five of Pentacles talks about feeling very lonely and, like, misunderstood as well, which was on one of the oracle cards. And, like, you know, this is someone saying, no one understands me, no one cares about me, I'm so, like, lonely and what's the word, like, removed from other people, but at the same time everyone stay away from me. So there is definitely, with this self-worth, self-indulgence card that came out first, someone needs to look after themselves for sure, and also to start valuing themselves more. Like, if this is resonating for you and it's not like someone you're dealing with, then this is definitely a message to, like, do things in the near future, Pisces, that make you feel good. Like, look after yourself. I think that, you know, there is advice from one of my, someone that I won't mention because he's controversial, but whatever. He has some really good advice, but it is to look after yourself as if you were looking after someone that you love. So, and I think it's very good advice, because personally, like, for example, if someone I love was coming around to my place, I would get lovely vegetables in, get lovely, you know, nice bottle of wine in or whatever, and, like, cook a lovely meal, put a nice candle on, you know, make sure everything's nice and clean, and so that it's just a lovely environment, cook them a, you know, the nicest meal I can make them, etc. If that was someone that I love, that's what I would do. But if it's me, I'm like, bag of crisps, and I'm just going to sit on the sofa in my pants and, you know, trousers, and a bag of crisps is fine for dinner, right? That's nutritionally valuable. It's not every, you know, that's what I used to do, but before I heard this advice, and now I'm trying to make more of an effort, because it's like, if you do that only when someone else is, like, because you love them, that's what you do, then you're showing the universe and them and that extra, etc., how much they mean to you. But then if you're treating yourself like you're not even worth the effort, then you're reinforcing that to yourself as well, that, well, why would you make a lovely meal for yourself? Because you're not worth that. So my advice to any Pisces this is resonating with is to start treating yourself as you would treat someone that you love, to help improve your sense of self-worth. You know, do things for you that are nice. Buy yourself a nice bunch of flowers, male or female. Take yourself out for a lovely dinner, you know, etc. You know, but also at the same time, maybe when you're feeling a bit better about yourself, the advice from the cards today, Pisces, is let the guard down a little bit. Let people who do love you, do care about you, let them a bit closer, and then you also won't feel so lonely. So that's what I've got. I feel like I've got all soft voiced for my lovely soft Pisces. That's what I've got for you this time. Thank you so much for being here. Please do hit the thumbs up button for me. If you don't mind, that'd be amazing. It just takes a second. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would love to have you. If it did resonate, or if you enjoyed it, leave me a comment and let me know. And thank you so much for watching. And I wish you all my best. I want to give you a big hug, Pisces. And I'll speak to you soon. And that is it for everyone today. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all the support to the channel, and thank you for loving these all signs videos. I do notice, and that's why I wanted to do another one for you. And I wish you guys all my very best. There's nothing more for me to say. I've just been talking for like 3 hours, 10 minutes, and now I don't know how to stop. All right, I'll speak to you soon. Bye.